Hi all, this is Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York with part 2 of our Saturday class. We're going to be concentrating on the assignment statement, in particular the using integers and looking at the various operators. So I'm going to be getting students filing on shortly, I'm sure, hopefully. Maybe they didn't see me before because I didn't go live. Give it a minute. Let me see if it's looking good on YouTube. We're checking on YouTube on my phone. Here we go. Abdella made it. Hi, Abdella. So I guess students are finding me. Just make sure. Yeah, Fosterland's there. Okay. So I think everyone will file in a minute or two. All right. So I'm not going to worry. No need to worry. No need to panic. We'll all get back. So this is after a break from part 1. Again, in part 1, we did the string, built-in string type with a hello world type program. And we also, what else did we do? We didn't really review base numbers again. We finished that last time. So this time, again, we're going to do the assignment statement. Let me look at YouTube and see what they got. All right, so I'm still sharing screen. And while people are coming, I will check out YouTube. There's one guy that does a pretty nice job, besides me, of course, and his name is Bucky. So let's look at one of Bucky's videos. Bucky, C++. Now let's see if he has the assignment statement. I don't see it. It has tutorial 1, that might have it. Well, let's just type in assignment statement. Okay, this looks pretty good. Tutorial 21, 5 minutes, not bad. Take 5 minutes out to introduce the assignment statement, especially if it's quicker than I can do it.
Your business idea needs a website, so go to Wix.com. What are you waiting for? Today's the day. Your business idea needs a website, so go to Wix.com. What are you waiting for? Today's the day.
One of the great challenges in this world.
Apparently, Bucky has got a lot of ads. He wants to make money.
But not enough about this.
What's going on, guys?
Can't blame him. Okay, so now let's look. See if my class caught up to me. Okay, Dante is back. Abdella is back. Fosterland is back. Wait a few more minutes. We will wait 2 more minutes. Hey, a bunch of people found me. Okay, that's good. Justin, back. And Patrick, back. And Leo, back. And let me put the StreamYard link up if anybody wants to come. Hey, Maury. Welcome back, everyone. Dante. The video title, yeah, Bucky's, or the one that what I'm giving. It's called Saturday. The one I'm giving, right? It's called C++ Saturday 3/28/20 Part 2. This one is Part 2. Is that what you meant? Or did you mean the Bucky one? I'll send a link to the Bucky one. All right, I'm going to get to the Bucky one. Justin, you want to come back? Be my helper? Anybody else want to be a helper? I need a voice when I'm in the tutorial. I need a voice. I need somebody watching the comments. Who wants to do that for me? Anybody with a camera and a mic? Justin, I'm going to recruit you. Looks like you're the only brave soul. Okay, we'll give you a minute. No other brave souls? I would like to see just about everybody get a chance to be on camera. Again, unless you're very camera shy. And if it's camera shy and you're not shy about your voice, then I will allow you to come on and X out the video. The link doesn't work, try again. I will try again. Has to work. Has to work. You click it in the chat. You don't click it. You click it in the chat. Has to work. I say it works. Naz is going to help me out tomorrow. Very good, Naz. I appreciate that. Has to work, Justin. Try it again. Told you it works. All right, so you said sadly it doesn't work. I said happily it does work. All right, so I'm gonna go into the Bucky video. I'm gonna leave you alone to talk to you if I need you. Abdullah, you want to come on?
Who? Manning Ben.
Abdullah,
Hi,
let's get rid of this.
you hear me?
Hide this link.
Hello?
Abdullah, how are
Hi,
you?
me.
Last name would have been.
Can we hear you?
I mean, last name.
Yeah,
I hear an echo.
I need to fix my phone. 1 second.
Well, fix it. All right, so I'm going to go into the video now. We're going to do the video. And you know what? I think at this point, I don't really need you guys too much. So I'm going to mute your mics, keep my mic live. And after the video, I'm going to need you. You can hear us. Okay. So to intro to the statement, okay? I like Bucky. He's got a nice informal style. Reminds me of me, sort of. Younger version of me. So let's listen to Bucky. Bucky.
First C++ tutorial. And before I even get started with this tutorial, I just want to mention one thing that you guys probably noticed already, and that is I don't have return 0 at the end of my main. And that is because I just found out that, well, let me say this. In the old C++ ways, you had to have that return 0 statement, but now the new version or whatever, whenever you don't include return 0 at the end of your main, C++ just assumes you return 0 after the last statement. So, if you go ahead and type your program, you can either put it, if you're a old school programmer, or you can not include it and it will just assume you have return 0. But for the rest of these tutorials, I'm going to exclude it, so don't freak out that it isn't there. So anyways, let's go ahead and get to the heart of this tutorial, and that's assignment operators and increment operators. Now, we already know, well, let's go ahead and get a variable first. Set x equal to 10. Looks good. So we already know we can do something like this. X plus equals 10. And this is basically the same as...
Before you use a variable, you must declare what type of variable it is. You optionally can initialize it at the same time. That's what Bucky did.
So we're writing x equals x plus 10. So then whenever let me just go ahead and end this line and print it out, we go ahead and we get 20, just like that. So what it does is it takes this value.
All right, so plus equal is the same thing as saying equal x plus 10. It's a shortcut operator. X plus equal 10 is adding 10 to the contents of x. X originally contains 10. So when you add 10 to 10, you get 20. That's what he's illustrating. Now, the problem with Bucky is he goes too fast. But do you see what I did? I hit the pause button.
Adds it to x, and that's equal to the new x variable. So
You
I
too
told
can
guys
hit the
plus
pause
equals
button.
a shortcut, but I also want to go over all of them, so when you see them in programming, you don't get confused. Well, let's change this 5. It's weird if they're the same number. So x minus equal 5 equals 10 minus 5, and assigns that to the new value of x.
All right, this is another shortcut. Instead of saying x equal x minus 5, x minus equal takes 5 and subtracts it from 10, putting it back into x. So we should print out 5.
Go ahead and see that is 5. Now, if we go ahead and see multiplies equals, what this would do is do 10 times 5 instead of equal to 50. And the last one, without getting into the weird stuff, is divide equals 5. And this, of course, is 2. So what this does is basically takes the old value of x, divides it by this value, and sets the equal value of x. So aside...
All right, I have a tough question. Not what is the answer to this problem, because 5 goes into 10 evenly. And the answer is obviously 2. But what if you said x slash equal 4? What do you think the answer will be then? So let me go back to StreamYard. And unmute everybody's microphone. Okay, so we'll start with Abdella and Justin. And Naz C says error question mark. So what's your guess, Justin? Do you think we'll get an error or it'll print something?
I believe it'll print
Were
something.
you following along? What do you think
Yeah.
it'll print? If you do 10 divided by 4, what is the actual answer?
No, be
4
error.
goes into 10, what?
So it comes a decimal.
2.5, right?
Yeah.
2.5, but what will print? Will 2.5 print? Abdullah, what do you think?
You hear me? You hear me?
We're doing division.
Hi, Professor.
All right, well,
You
let's
hear
just
me?
take a look. We're going to let Bucky tell us the answer. How's that? Bucky is smart. Bucky will tell us the answer. Now I'll try to keep quiet, otherwise we'll never get through video. It'll take an hour. Dante got it. Dante.
From that, there's one more, and I rarely use it this way. I hate writing it like this, and I hate seeing other people write it like this because it's confusing. This is going to be a bad example because 10 divided by 5 is 2 with no remainder, so it'll be 0. But if we go ahead and throw like 3, something like this, what this does is it takes the old value of x, divides it by 3, and it stores the remainder in 1. So now x is going to be equal to 1. Right, like that. So those are all your assignment operators.
The percent sign is called the mod operator. Mod. Bucky is flying. I don't know what his hurry is. Talk a little slower, Bucky.
Plus, minus, multiply, divide, and modulus, which is a remainder. So now, whenever you come across them in programming, you'll understand what they mean. So now what I want to talk to you guys about is those increment operators. So let's go ahead and get a new value, 20. That's a little bit better. It's my favorite number. So you know how I told you guys that you could do something like this, x plus plus, and this was the same thing as adding 1 to x. Simple enough, right? Not exactly, because there are 2 different versions of this increment operator, and I'm going to show you differences between both. So let's go ahead and see out x n line. Let's go ahead and run this and take a look at what happens. So our initial value of x was equal to 20, and then we ran this line of code, and it printed 20, all right? And then we ran this line, and it was equal to 21. Well, what the increment operator is doing, whenever you write variable with plus plus after it, it's going to go ahead and run this line of code, and then it's going to add 1 to that variable. So it runs this line of code, x is still 20, then when it gets done running, it assigns 21 to x, and then it runs this one. So that's why it was 20, 21.
This is
So
called
same
post
array. So what
increment.
was the other version? The other version is this. Whenever the increment operator is before the variable, like plus plus x instead of x plus plus.
Called pre-increment. So the first one is post increment. The second one is pre-increment.
What happens is you can see whenever you run the program, it goes 21, 21. So what this does before the variable is it adds 1 first, and then it runs the statement. So it adds 1 right here, and then runs it. So right here, the value of x is getting set to 21, and then run it 21, still 21, 21. So it's basically, if your pluses are before the x, it's going to add 1 before it runs it. If your pluses are after the x, it's going to run the line of code and then add 1 to the variable. So, if you're building a program and you're off by 1, maybe you're running a loop or something and you're always off by 1, chances are your pluses are on the wrong side, either this side or that side. So this is a common error, and it's actually something that people have a hard concept understanding. But just remember, where you add your pluses indicate when it's going to add 1, before or after the statement. And if you remember like that, it'll be simple enough. So now you understand that you don't need to return 0. you understand all the assignment operators. It's actually kind of a tongue twister. Assignment operators, assignment operators, assignment operators. Got it. And now you understand increment operators, which is plus plus x and x plus plus o. And one other thing, there's also minus minus x, and what this does, of course, is subtracts it, and x minus minus, but I don't need to show you guys that. So just remember those 4 different increment operators, all those assignment operators, and you don't need to return 0 anymore, and you'll be good to go. So thank you guys for watching my 21st tutorial. No idea what I'm going to be covering in the next tutorial.
Do you want the link? Give you the link to this particular one. Control-C. Now, Bucky is pretty good. There are others that are good, like Dr. J, and there are still others that are very good. But I think Bucky is one of the best. He's got a tremendous amount of followers and viewers and hits and likes and so on. His style is friendly. He's not always complete, but you get a pretty good idea what's going on. So feedback on the Bucky thing. Give me some feedback on what you think of Bucky and Bucky tutorials. What did you think, Justin? Justin's here. Add to stream. What did you think of Bucky?
He was doing math with the programs, right?
A little
I
bit.
think good.
Mainly it's simple, very simple.
I think it was good. It was straightforward. I liked it.
But remember, you could always stop him. You could always hit that pause button when you watch it and try to digest it better that way. Because he does go quick.
He does.
That's why I kept hitting the pause button. Did you notice?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I kept hitting the pause button and then I filled in a little bit more detail. So Bucky is good, but you got to learn how to watch it.
Yeah.
I think. What do you think, Abdullah? Do you like Bucky?
Yeah, it's doing well.
I can't hear you. I don't know why.
I have problem in my phone. You can hear me. That's why.
You know what? Come back when we have a better technical
I need to fix my
setup.
mic. That's why.
Yeah, I really have trouble hearing you. I'm hard of hearing as it is. I can hardly hear what you say.
Yeah, this is why I can do it well.
Let's see what Dante thinks of Bucky's tutorial on plus, minus, star, and slash plot. He liked the post-increment, pre-increment operators, and the post-decrement post is pre-decrement.
Número aqui. Toma um número.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was pretty clear also. So, for example, what's the meaning of plus?
Yeah. Yep.
Who wants to tell me what the meaning of plus plus x is and what that operation is called? Dante? Dante, you want to come on with us? Hit the link. Set up the talk. noise that's transient. That's not helping. That's not helping. That's not helping. I don't know why it's noise. It did help. It's like the noise is coming from it. Abdullah? Hey. Abdullah? Oh, I don't have your mic. It's muted. Talk to me.
You hear me now?
Abdullah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now and you're clear.
Yeah, you said
All right,
that.
now silence your mic. I'm gonna go to Inga. So you want to silence it, please?
Okay.
Or should I do it?
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
You know how to silence? I think when we have three people on with me, we have to take turns on the mic. So I'm going to silence your mic. Let's see if Inga's got the problem. There was noise on the line before, so talk to me, Inga. Yeah, it's coming from your setup.
Yes. From me?
Yes, there's noise. Yeah, there's noise on the line. I don't know why. It wasn't before, but there is now.
I don't know, that's
Maybe
strange.
you need earbuds. Now it's going away, I think. Keep talking.
Okay, is it working now? Is it still the same noise?
Talk to me. Yeah,
Is it
it's
still
better
noisy?
now.
Okay.
No, it's better. Okay, Jan Key Lee says better. So now we're good. So what did you think of Bucky? Did you catch it? Inga, did you catch any of the Bucky tutorial?
No.
You came late, so you missed it. All right, so what is the plus plus X operator called? I'm reviewing the tutorial.
What it is called?
Yeah.
Increment?
It's called pre-increment. Pre-increment. Yeah. All right. So if I have a statement like this, tell me what happens. Let's say I have int y equals 6, and then the next line I have int y equals 6, and the next line I have y equals plus plus y. X equal plus plus y. X into x equal plus plus y. Assuming x is an integer. So the first line is this. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Second line is this. So what will be the value of y and what will be the value of x?
Y is gonna be
Starting with y. No, y is going to get bumped up. You see the increment operator. So we started with 6, right?
Yes.
Now, when we do this, 2 variables will change. What happened? I hit the wrong thing. 2 variables will change, x and y. Dante had the right answer, by the way. Because the y will get bumped up, so will the x. So y is bumped up first to 7 and then assigned to x. So they both have 7. Now let's change it to y equals 6, followed by post increment, and see how it changes. X equals y plus plus. Semicolon. This is increment. We get a different answer. How will y change? How will x change? The order of operations are different. So y will still get bumped up, but x will be 6. No, Dante, it's the opposite, Dante. X is 6, y is 7. So what happens is y is assigned to x before it's bumped up. That's called post increment. There is a difference. So for classwork now, maybe can you write a little program that illustrates post increment, pre increment, post decrement, and pre decrement using C outs. You're going to use C outs to illustrate the difference. Try it. See if you can do a little program in class right now. So let me write it. Right now, I plus plus x. I'm sorry. Let me fix that. So there is a difference between x plus plus and plus plus x. Illustrate that difference with a little program. Then you can do the same for minus minus x and x minus minus. Abdullah, we lost you from the stream. I'm going to put you back. Okay. I'm going to unmute everybody. And let's say to write a simple program like this is 1229. I will stop it at 10 minutes. Can you write a program in 10 minutes? I think so. 10 minutes. So 1240. I will be back at 1240. Hopefully you'll email it to readdeadit@gmail.com and I'll show it to everybody. You can look at Bucky's program for reference when I sent you the link. Consider this like a in-class test. It's not really, because if you don't get it done, I'm not going to penalize you, but just make believe it's like a practice test. I can't give real tests, can I? Because I don't know how to control, the environment, so to speak. So I'm going to give these kinds of things, not as strict tests, but as measure of whether you're following along or not. So 10 minutes. Look at Bucky if you need it. You can even talk to each other. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't dictate the answers to each other.
What am I doing? Oh my god, dude! I can't even use code blocks correctly because I don't know how to display it. It's different now. Just like I can only type the commands, but I can't display the answers to it.
You have to write the answer as a comment, or you hear me, guys? Did you hear me? You hear me?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's the question?
Okay, so we need to write a program. So I guess we need to show our work. So
But
we need
what
to show the code, right?
Yeah, I got it.
But I don't know.
How do we exactly show it? You know what I mean? Like, how do we use it for what? In what number?
I guess you decide which number. It's just I don't know. That doesn't give me the right output.
I think we just need to give an example for x plus plus and plus plus x.
Okay, let me Google what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, I found one answer in Google. I'm gonna send you. Second.
Huh. I can't even play it or run it at all to even get the answer.
What does it tell you?
It just tells me that I need to go to my settings and go to my what's it called? Hold on. Let's go to my compiler and then switch out the destination for the compiler so it can actually display, because it can't display from its default compiler. But I don't know how to do that on this one.
Which one do you have?
I have Coblock.
Code block? Okay, go to settings,
Uh-huh.
then compiler,
Yeah.
then, oh my god, where was it? I had the same problem. It didn't do anything. Tool chain executables,
Yeah.
and select auto detect.
Could not auto detect the path. Alright.
What?
It couldn't do it for me apparently. Do you want to use compiler default installation directory? No.
Because as soon as I did that, then it started working for me.
Try to download the version with the compiler. I should do that. I gotta do that again. Ugh, there goes my 10 minutes. Alright. Code block.
Or just use the compiler online.
Download the binary release. Download their source code. Compiler. Max not currently available, like that. This round is Linux 64 bits, Windows XP, Vista. Where's the one with the compiler?
Okay, so how many people sent me an email? Anybody? Not yet? All right, so you know what? I'm gonna just do it. If nobody was able to do it, nobody was able to do it? I'll do it. All right, so let me go into share screen. Let me look at my phone just to make sure somebody's not being shy. But I asked you to do that hard, but maybe what I'm asking. So I'll do that quickly. Let me just look at this. Oh, Jan Key did it, and Maury did it. Let me see what they did. Could you mute your mics because I'm hearing background noise? All right, so y is 5, and then y equals xx plus, x is and y is. And then the second answer is x is 5, and you're looking at post increment. This is beautiful. This is exactly what I was going to do, Jan K. You did my work for me. This is beautiful. So let me cut and paste this. You didn't happen to send a CPP file, did you? No. All right, let me cut and paste. No problem. Well, I gotta do it maybe from the bottom. Come on. Goes away. It's not letting me cut and paste. Try again. All right, Control C. I'm getting some garbage, which I'll have to delete. And now let's go into the compiler, into the IDE. And let's try putting it here. This looks good. Let me modify this a little bit. Just so I can see the answer, you know. I need my system pause. This looks all right. I got to get rid of the garbage on top. Author is Jan Key. Jan key. You see, if you if you'd sent me if you had sent me a CPP file, I would have gotten it up in a second instead of cutting and pasting. So next time, attach a CPP file as well as sending me the code in the body of the email. Okay? All right, so let's run this. Let's compile it. Let's save as, first of all. Call it, I don't know, let's call it increment operator, increment, that's good enough. Increment. IN, did I type INI? Can't read this. IN. All right. Let's try compiling. Errors. Where are the errors? Line 8. What the heck? Oh, I didn't close. I didn't close this one. That's why. Let's try it now. Still errors? I don't get it. File, close all. Now let's open that one. I don't know what the heck I called it. This is what I called it, right? Oh, let's try again. Maybe there really is an error. This is a warning. Multi-line string literals are deprecated. It's not multi-line. Missing terminating character. Where? Oh, I see. I have it twice. Sorry. Okay, let's try again. Huh? I didn't save it. Saved it. Compile. Possible start of terminated, unterminated string. Maybe there is another error somewhere. I'm looking. I don't see any other grammar. Oh yeah, I made an error. Pause. If you type a little bit sloppy, compiler will punish you. Nice and clean. Now let's run it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I think I clicked it off. Did I? Oh, here it is. Okay, now I need a magnifying glass to read it. There must be a way to make this larger. Anybody know? I could select all and copy. This looks better already, doesn't it? But I can copy it, I think. Control C. Let's see if I can. Open up Notepad, maybe. Everything is slow when you're streaming. So it would ordinarily go very quickly. It takes a long time to load. This is one of the problems. Ah, much better, right? And can't I make that even bigger? I should be able to make it bigger. View, zoom in. View, zoom in. View, zoom in. Control plus. That's the way to do it. All right, so now you can see it, right? Or should I make it even bigger? Control plus. All right, so that's one way to make it bigger. It takes a long time to do this. You know, I couldn't even read that little black background. So for the first one, X is 6 and Y is 6. That was we initialized X to 5, right? Just what Yankee did. Or Y to 5, I'm sorry. And then he said Y equal X plus plus. So that gave us, no, he said plus plus X. So that made X 6 and Y 6. The second one, he said Y equal, X equals Y plus plus, right? And that you get a different answer. So let's look at this and in context with the code. Let me put the code back up. I don't want to minimize this, but I want to shorten it. So let's see, how do I shorten this box? Grab it. Whoops, I didn't grab it very well, did I? Come on. Is that good? That's good, right? I want to look at the code again. Where'd that go? All right, this is what I want to look at, the code. I don't want Notepad to go away. So he initializes X to 5 and he pre-increments. That makes X 6 and Y 6. Print it out, you get 6 and 6. Second one, X is 5. And he initialize and he does post increment Y equal X plus plus, so that Y remains 5, but X becomes 6. That's the difference. So let's see if I can shorten this and put them side to side in the same window. That would be nice. Yeah, I think that more or less accomplishes what I wanted to accomplish. Right? Move this down, maybe. Can I grab this? Now do you see it? Can you see it good?
Yeah.
All right, now try to match up the answers to the code. See out here, see out there. Second answer. X is 6, Y is 5. See that? What can you do to get a copy of this screenshot? If you're watching on YouTube, I guess, is there any way you can? I guess not. But this will be up on YouTube, so you can come back to this, right? Anytime you want, you can come back to it. So this illustrates the post increment. Now, what if I want to do pre-increment? It's the same thing. Not pre-increment, decrement. So this is called pre-decrement, minus, minus, and minus, minus on this side. This is no longer relevant, unfortunately. Should I save this? All right, I'll save it. I'll call it increment. Increment. I should save it to documents. Library should be Saturday. Saturday class. And save. Okay, so now when we run this, when we run this, supposed to run. Yes, it takes time. Unless it's hiding. It's not hiding. Everything is so slow. What happened to that pop-up box? It's not popping. Give it another shot. Maybe I have to, well, no, I don't have to rebuild it. There we go. Now let me select all on this. Copy. Somehow, I don't know if that's right. Select all. Maybe this is good enough. No. Doesn't let me copy. How did I do this before? Maybe Control plus and just try to blow it up. Don't do it. This is strange. I did it before, didn't I? Control C, maybe. I don't know if I got it. Don't know. Let's see if I got it. Yep. So I'm going to save this the same. It's called increment, but it's got decrement as well. So I'm going to send this to you in an email, right? This is the answers. All right, so let me send it. I got to send both the program and this to you. All right, so you know what? I will send Jian Qi Lee's email to everybody. Jian Qi, do you mind? Let me know if you mind sharing your homework, your classwork with everybody. Is that okay with you? You did a good job.
She said it's okay.
Okay, great. So let me forward this together with that attachment. Forward to Saturday class, SAT class, and attach the output. But if you have this, you could just run it, I guess. Documents, Saturday class. I should also attach the CPP file, I think. Where's my CPP file? This is good enough. You can cut and paste it like I did, I guess. Send. Okay, so we didn't get up to what I wanted to get up to, but I'm going to give you the homework anyway, the same homework I was going to give you, and we'll take it from there. So let me send you the homework in an email. Saturday class. I want you to read in Wiki about something called greedy algorithms and give a little report on it. Don't go crazy with that. Then write a program. Okay, I want you to write a greedy algorithm to compute change for $1. So send. So what am I asking for in this program? Anybody got an idea what change for $1 means? What's input, what's output? If I give you 33 cents as input, 33 pennies, or make it an integer. If I give you as input 33, your output should come to 67 cents. 2 quarters is 50 cents. 1 dime, 1 nickel, and 2 pennies. That would be the fewest coins back. You could give me 67 pennies and it would work too, but I want the fewest. You understand what I'm saying? No. Let's say I give you, you're working in a candy store. I go into the candy store, I buy a bubble gum for 45 cents. How much change do you give me back? How much change? How many coins do you give me back? How much change? And if I spend 45 cents and I give you $1, you got to give me change. How much?
Yeah, 55.
Yeah. And how would you do it?
No,
You could give me 5 dimes and 5 pennies, but that's not the answer. I want the fewest number, assuming a quarter is the highest, not 50 cents. So it would be 2 quarters and a nickel. That would be the answer that I want to see. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so you understand. That's good. All right, so it's 1:07 now. We started at 10:30, 11:30. I guess we could end right here. Let's take questions before we end. You know what? I also want to give you my Skype address. It's at Church S. And my Twitter is at Church S. So Skype. If you want to reach me for a personal conference, you can Skype me anytime. If I'm available, I'll pick up. If I'm not available, I'll give you an appointment. You can email me with questions to redibit@gmail.com. Email me with the homeworks. What else? Can't think of anything. You guys think of anything? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to be able to do the assignment statement. So check out, also read about the assignment statement on any site. We didn't cover it thoroughly. We only covered the shorthand form of it. It's a lot more to it, and the order of operations. And order of operations. Okay, so I want you to do that. So you should know Jan Keeley is coming on. Good. Jan Key, you have a live mic. Guess not. So you should know the plus, the minus, the slash, the star, and the mod operator. You should understand int. Order of operations and integer for integers and for double. Like double is anything with a decimal point. So you're going to read about the order of operations and the assignment statement. Where? I like Wikipedia, but you could find another site. You could use the resources on Blackboard. It's called what's it called? Celljet? What's the name of that? Cengage. We have free resources on Blackboard from Cengage. Also, I believe we have Cran Hall. We have some resources. Check Blackboard. So you have a lot of resources. We don't have a textbook because we're trying to not use one. Also, Bucky tutorials. And some of my own as well. I have a bunch of them. I want to organize them in a playlist. I'll do that maybe Monday. So I'm going to organize my tutorials that you can look at, because online there's only so much we could do. We can't be quite as thorough as in class, unfortunately. We do okay, but there's a little bit more burden on the student to look at different sources, resources, books. You can also get a book out of, there's no libraries open. I was going to say you get a book out of a library, but obviously you can. So do the best you can. Bucky tutorials are quite good. Dr. J's tutorials are quite good, but I got to put them together in an easy to find for you, because I'm all over YouTube, mainly with financial videos, with Qigong, with all kinds of nonsense. And I do have quite a few C++ videos, but I got to organize them. All right, questions? Skype me anytime. I'm serious. I don't mind talking to you. I'd like to talk to you. I don't know half of you by face. So Skype me, so at least I know who you are. What am I going to talk about tomorrow in class? I'm going to do more of the assignment operator. So that's another factor. That's right. So tomorrow I'm going to do more of it, but it's a good idea if you read about it. And if you could do the greedy algorithm, we'll go over that tomorrow, okay? We'll do the greedy algorithm tomorrow. I wanted to do it today, but hopefully you'll get it done and we'll go over it. If nobody can do it, I'll do it. I expect many of you will be able to do it. Or we'll find solutions on the internet. It's a well-known problem. Dante, thank you. Other questions? That was a very good question. What are we doing tomorrow in class? And again, if you can't make class, you have to view the video tomorrow. But I'd like to see you here tomorrow. Dante, I hope to see you tomorrow. Inga, Abdella, Justin, everybody. And Leo and whoever else is here. So see you all tomorrow. We'll call it the day for today. Have a great Saturday, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Any other questions? Last chance. This has been Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Stay well, be well, stay away from those viruses.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.